How's it going, guys? I'm now going to check all the different trades you guys sent in for the trade day. It's been a couple days. A ton of trades were sent in. I've already gone through and kind of deleted all the troll trades, like the contracts that were offered on Crosby, things like that. But still, we have 348 quality trades, more or less. So that's pretty good, I think, especially for only a couple days. Hoping we can get some good trades going. What I think we're going to do, actually, is start off with the two Sidney Crosbys, as I pulled both of them. I wouldn't mind keeping one, so if kind of one offer blows me away and there's really nothing else, I'll probably just keep that one. But there's two really good offers I probably will accept, but I want to kind of start off with the Crosby and get an idea of, I guess, what players are getting back for Crosby, and that can kind of give me a better idea of what players I should trade moving forward. So first here we have a gold contract that must have just came in as I didn't delete it. This is a pretty good offer here. We got Cam Neely, Taylor Hall, Milestone Clark, and then Edward Vlasic. We got another Milestone Clark there with Tavares and 150k. Trevor Linden and Milestone Niedermeyer, that's a pretty solid offer. Amante, Luongo, Voracek, gold collectible and 5k. Hoffman, 22 coins, isn't quite going to do it. Stamkos, Getzlav, Ekman Larson, and Panarin with 28k. Sagan, Hall, Taves, another really good offer. Hall, Luongo, 150k. Carlson, Kessler, Kucherov, Shattenkirk, 55k. Hall, Duchene, Pietrangelo, and 5k. So a lot of people listened when I said I wanted Hall, what was it, Bure, and World Cup Duchene. Just a Taylor Hall, not quite. Just a Tavares with 13k, it's also not good enough. That's a very good offer. World Cup Duchene, Al MacInnis, and a Nathan MacKinnon. That actually might be more than what Crosby's worth. That's probably the best offer so far. First World Cup Duchene, I really want to try him out. Steven Stamkos with 130k, also a very good offer. So I'm going to go check the other Crosby now and kind of see what's going on there. I'm now going to take a look at the second Sidney Crosby. So far, that World Cup Duchene, Al MacInnis, MacKinnon was the best offer by far. Right here we have Stamkos, Duchene, Kessel with 10k. That's pretty solid. Vernon, Milestone Niedermeyer, McDavid, Panarin, not bad. Mike Modano, Milestone with 200k. That's a pretty good offer. Kopitar, Subban, Keith, Pavelski, Pacioretty, Suter, Kessel, Kucherov, Hall, Neely, 75k. Weber straight up. Another World Cup Duchene there with Rene, Carlson, Nash, and 20k. So the other one's better for sure. We get Al MacInnis, who's worth more than those other three players in the 20k combined. Giordano, Yossi, Weber, Hedman. So a bunch of 88 defensemen that don't total 400k, which is around what Crosby's worth. Thornton, Edward Vlasic. I should be saying Mark Edward Vlasic. Tatar and Palat. Stamkos, Teanik Marchand, 11.5k. Tyler Sagan straight up. Busick, Duchene, Bufflin, and Kessel. And then Hedman, McDavid, MacKinnon, and Krug. So for this one here, I'm thinking that the other World Cup Duchene's probably the best offer. I know I've seen him go like as high as 300k. Aside from that, Stamkos, I'm not exactly sure what he goes for. I think he's worth about 200k, maybe 250k. This looks like a really good offer as well. Niedermeyer's like 150, Vernon's 100. Actually, McDavid, Panarin. Still, I think the World Cup Duchene and this Modano probably are the two best offers, but I don't know. I feel like I'd much rather just keep one of the Crosbys, like I was saying earlier. As I did pull two of them, I'd love to keep one. But I think I'm going to accept that other offer, the World Cup Duchene, the Al MacInnis, and the MacKinnon, as that's a sick offer. One of the three players I really wanted was World Cup Duchene, probably the player I wanted the most, followed by then Pavel, Bure, and Hall. Also, I get Al MacInnis back, so I'm pretty much for sure going to trade our Al MacInnis. We don't need to, so I really like this offer. I'm going to say yes. Thank you for whoever sent that in. Really want all three of those players. Or really want to do Shane, but all three of those are very good players. So I think next, because we did Crosby, we can start just kind of going down the list from best players to worst. Like I said, that would be if we get any like really good players back. It'll kind of affect other trades we do. Let's say if we get like a Milestone Modano offered on one of these heroes, we take it. We can then trade this Milestone Modano as we have to. That sort of thing. So start off with the Wade Redding here. See what we got offered on him. 5 offers, 114k with the jersey, not quite. Crowder Nelson, 4k, that's not going to do it. Varlamov, Ekblad, Suter, Varlamov. That's not good. Yeah, so none of these trades, unfortunately, are good enough for Redding. Going to have to hold on to him for now. Next here, looking at Sullivan. We'll see what we got for him. I think he's worth about 250, if I'm not mistaken. Brett Hall, 5k. Taylor Hall's vintage ad, 9k. Busick and a k with some injury cards. Nyquist, Larkin, Sheehan, 135k, like all the Red Wings, but that's just over half his value. 100k essentially there. Those 4 cards are pretty much quick sell. Burns, Weber, and 10k. Sagan, Shen, Lucic, Camilleri, 20k. Duchene straight up. Andrechuk straight up, that's not too bad. I'm pretty sure Sullivan's worth more. Also, I think Sullivan's a lot better. He's got like 96 speed. Right? I'm pretty sure Andrechuk is a very slow hero. Ryan O'Reilly straight up, and then World Cup Modano. But we already had the milestone, who's 1 overall better. So I don't think I'm gonna do any Sullivan deals here either. Nothing really jumping out at me as like a great deal. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold off, I think, there. Moving on next to Adam Graves. We'll see what we got offered on him. Pavelski in 77k. Johansson, Sedin, Johnson, and Bodker. Fleury, Weber, Oshie, 25k. Taylor Hall, 30k. Lots of Taylor Halls. I like seeing you guys listen to when I said what players I was interested in. Hall, Krejci, Stott, and Kane. Team Week Stastny, 85k. I don't think Team Week Stastny's worth enough to like warrant that in 85k. Nyquist in 122. So again, I feel like I'm not getting the values back on these heroes. For all of them, I did the sets, and I know how much they cost to do the set. I'm not sure if they're quite worth that in terms of the market. Probably a little less, but still. It took a while to do the set to get these cards. It's going to be tough for me to trade away them, and I just feel like, again, it's not worth it for any of those trades. MacInnis, though, we now have 2, so I'm going to be a bit more lenient here with what I accept. Rob Brendamore, that's a pretty good offer. Unlike Andrechuk, he's actually a hero I'm trying to complete. I kind of gave myself 20 heroes I want to do, as you can only have 20 on a team. And Brendamore is one of the ones I want to do. Andrechuk isn't, so that's kind of why I'm leaning actually pretty closely to doing this trade, especially with 2 McInnises. I don't know if that's a word. McDavid, Eichel, Rene, that's not too bad. Actually, it's pretty bad. I think that's like 100k. Play the game Shattenkirk, 57k. Not sure what Shattenkirk goes for. I doubt he goes for like 200k though. Forsberg, Stone, and 200k. So if I just wanted the coins, Milestone Niedermeyer 400, Hall, Keith, Giordano, Monahan, and 5k. And finally, Milestone Niedermeyer straight up. So if I was going to do that, I might as well do that one. But I think I'm going to do the Hot Hero Brendamore. As like I said, he's one of the guys I've actually been trying to get. He looks like a solid card, hero for hero. Plus he's giving us an extra K just to be a nice guy, I guess. So I like that deal. Like I said, we already had 2 McInnis. Might as well move on from 1. So next here we have Milestone Modano. Let's see what we got for him. Milestone Niedermeyer. I don't know. I purposely did Modano because he was the one of the 4 I wanted. So this would just seem counterproductive. Carbon Collectible. Falk, Eichel, 30k. Carlson, 3 face-off collectibles. Curry, basically 100k. Hall, so many Halls. I love it, guys. We're definitely going to have to get a Hall, hopefully, out of one of these trades. Kucherov, Voracek, Nash, and 5k. That's 105k. Hall, Prize, and 5k. Team Week Bergeron. I think Modano's worth quite a bit more than Team Week Bergeron. Same with Toews. Pietrangelo, Team Week Ghost, and McKinnon with 13k. Wheeler, Weber, 72. Boychuk, 101. And Landeskog. So I know Landeskog's worth like 3k. This is a tough one. There's some pretty close deals. Again, none of these deals like, jump out at me as the best deal for sure. I'm going to hold off on him, maybe look at it again once we go through all the other guys. The 3 Hot Heroes, though, I think I'm going to hold on to all 3 of them. None of those deals looked like anywhere close to what I want to accept. Modano, though, I'm 50-50. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet with him. Team Week Bergeron here, though. We'll take a look what we're getting offered. Jonathan Toews straight up. That's decent. Lucic, 75k. Goudreau. Base Bergeron, 287s. Stingrays logo, and 20k. Another base Toews, Kucherov, Backstrom. Gilmore, O'Reilly, and 5k. Bergeron, Team Week Ristolainen. Luongo, Prohofsky, JVR, 50k. I think that's okay. Team Week Nielsen, Everly, and 15k. Daniel Sedin, Ekman Larson, and Jonathan Quick. So this is another one. It's like the Modano, like there's some stuff that's close, but again, it's just like a lot of these cards I already have. I'd like to get some new cards, especially if I'm losing value. I'd like to get some new cards. Otherwise, I'm just trading for cards I already own and losing value, and it's like I'd like to either get new cards and lose some value, or get cards I already have but get equal value kind of thing. That's how I'm looking at it, at least. So this one, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna hold off on this one too. We'll see what happens. Looking at the Jonathan Toews now. We'll see what offers we got on him. Dion Phaneuf. Yikes. Bufflin, Pacioretty, Bishop, Kucherov, McDavid, Giordano. Ooh, that's pretty good right there. Team Week Backstrom, same overall, but you get obviously 2 synergies. McKinnon and 8k. One thing I want to note too, the reason I'm not clicking show synergies is I found I was actually like testing it a bit before I recorded the video when I was going through the troll trades, and looking at the synergies will actually sometimes crash the game. Like, I'll look at them, and then when I want to like leave this trade screen, the game will freeze. So just keep that in mind. But like I was saying, this is a really good offer. We'll see what else is there. Ekblad, Bishop, Ryan, 41k. Wheeler, Suter, McDavid. Oh, I thought that was 100k. McDavid, 10k. Sedin, Landeskog, Ekblad. Just 87s. Wheeler, Team Nielsen, Oshie, Rackle, and 10k. McDonough, 2200. Donan, 85k. Giordano, Sedin, and 15k. Parise, Pacioretty, and 5k. So I really like that Backstrom deal. I haven't tried them out yet. With 2 synergies on them, the Team of the Week from the World Cup, with MacInnis again, and 8k. I like that deal a lot, so thank you for whoever set that in. Next here, we are looking at, who are we looking at? Blake Wheeler. Actually haven't tried him out yet since I pulled him, been meaning to, but let's see what we got here. 3 contracts in Abbott, not quite. Pacioretty, Everly, again, not quite. This is just, the value's not there. That's not too bad. Panarin, Eichel, I think Eichel's like 10 or 15. Panarin's like 40. Wheeler's I think 60, so it's not too bad. Carlson, Shattenkirk, Couture, JVR, Kucherov, and 25k. Weber, Kucherov, 7,500. McKinnon, Carlson, 2k, and Arena straight up. So I don't know. This one, the closest deal is probably Panarin and Eichel. But I don't know. I'd have to check that one. So this is gonna be another one where we hold off for now. Keep going through, because if I end up getting like another Panarin or another Eichel, I actually don't have either of those guys yet. If I get one though later on, then I'm definitely not going to take it, but if I don't, I might consider it. So next here we have the base Duchene. Obviously pretty willing to trade him now that we have the World Cup Duchene. So right here, 72k with Everly, Couture, Voracek, Edward Vlasic. That's not too bad. Team Week Eichel and McDavid. That's pretty sick. That would fill the Eichel hole we have right now. We also get a base McDavid, Taylor Hall in 2k. Steen in 88k, Getzlaf, Giordano in 10, Sedin, Landeskog, Spezza, Fowler in 35k, Milestone, Lane in 2k. I have no idea what he goes for, but I don't want him. He's 76 overall. I just have no interest in him. Gilmore, Backus, Landeskog, Sedin. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Do not want to play the game Montoya. Just got a Backstrom that's better than that one with a Giroux. That's not good enough at all. Voracek, Kessel, Forsberg, Reading Royals logo, and 10k. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked that Team Week Eichel and McDavid offer a lot. I'm gonna do that for Duchene, especially after getting the World Cup one. So I think that was a fair deal. Next here we're looking at Duncan Keith. I actually don't know what Duncan Keith quite goes for anymore. I think it's like 60 to 75k, somewhere in that range. Pacioretty, 21k, and a face-off collectible. 54k. Carter and Kucherov. Hedman, Shattenkirk, Barry, Hamilton. Klingberg, and basically discard. Yossi and Schneider. That doesn't look too bad. Carlson, Bufflin, 11k. Luongo. So I don't know about this one. This would probably be the best deal here for sure. Yossi and Schneider. Actually, would this be better? Hedman. This might be better, actually. I'm not sure. So this one we are going to have to take a look at later. I'm not sure what the best offer is there. So yeah, we'll postpone this one like a few of the other ones. Just keep moving on here. Joe Pavelski is next. We'll see what Joe Pavelski fetched us here. Panarin, Seabrook, and 4k. That's not too bad, honestly. Like I said, I think Panarin's like 40k, so he's giving us Seabrook with 4k. And Pavelski goes for about 50, I think. Team Week Couture with 3k. No idea what he's worth. That could be interesting. Carter and 6,900. Zibanejad, Atkinson, and a jersey with 7,500. Palmville, it's not good enough. Getzlaf with 10k. I have no idea what Getzlaf goes for. I really should. Wheeler, so I could trade the other if I take this. Ekblad, Krug. Forsberg, gold collectible. Williams, Doan. Carter, Forsberg, Sod. Johansson, Krug, Jenner. Nash, Ryan, Seabrook, Simmons, and a Doug Gilmour. So, geez, this is a close one too. I think the deals I like the most are the Wheeler, Ekblad, Krug, the Getzlaf in 10k, and the Team Couture, as well as the Panarin and Seabrook. So let's go. I'm gonna go look at the market really quick and just see which of these deals are the best. All right, guys. So I just checked the market, and I think that Blake Wheeler offer was the best of the 4 or so I was looking at. Wheeler is only worth a little bit less. He's also got Ekblad there and a Torrey Krug. And to go along with that, of course, we can now trade our Blake Wheeler, as I'll have 2, so might as well trade 1. So I think it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. I like that deal. Now I think we can go through with one of these offers we had on Wheeler. There was a couple I was considering, I think. Was it Panarin and Kane? I think, or Panarin Eichel, sorry. I think it was Panarin and Eichel. Let me see here. I'm trying to refresh my memory. Yeah, it was Panarin and Eichel, as I think that's like 50k. Panarin might have dropped a bit, but I need him for Chicago set. We already got the Team Week Eichel, but whatever. We'll do that deal. So there we go. Getting another trade done. I don't mind at all. So we now have made a good amount of trades, I think. Still holding off on Modano, Bergeron, and Keith, as I'm not so sure about those ones. But next year we have Team Week Carlson. I think I want about 50k on him, if I'm right on that. 3 gold collectibles in JVR. I don't think that's quite enough. Scheifele, Okposo, and 20k. That's not going to do it. Bishop, Pacioretty, Carlson, Stahl. I don't think so. Kuznetsov, Nyquist, 3300. Again, I don't even think that's close. I might be wrong though. Kuznetsov might be worth a lot more than I think. Yossi alone might honestly be the closest offer. Or actually, this might be the closest offer. Let me go see how much Kuznetsov is worth, because right now it's between Yossi and this deal, and if Kuznetsov is worth more than Yossi, we'll do the deal. So I went and checked Kuznetsov's price, and it's like 30k. So it's actually less than Yossi, who's going for around 35k. And like I was saying, Team Week Carlson's worth about 50, and there's only one on the market, so he's pretty rare. I feel like I'd be selling him so cheap. So we'll see how I feel at the end of the trade day. Right now, though, I'm holding off. I know I'm holding off on a lot of cards, but I have to basically decide, you know, who I really want to keep and who I'm okay getting rid of, and it'll depend on the other cards we sell. Right here, of course, Jeff Carter, 5 offers only. Pacioretty, Ekblad, Zuccarello, Riley, in 1500. Pacioretty, Kessler, in 5k. Couture, in 15k. Eichel, Kessler, 4500. Kessel, in 7k. So I think, what's the best deal here? I think the best deal here is honestly the Kessel in 7k. That's a pretty fair offer. We'll do that deal. Wouldn't mind adding a Stanley Cup champion to the team. So good offer there from whoever sent that in. Next year we have Henrik Zetterberg, Captain Hank. It's going to be tough to get him from me, I think. That's definitely not worth it. 2 gold collectibles in 6k is not worth it. Like 3 discard, or basically 4 discard players in 17k. Ghost Huberdeau, 21k. Thornton and Voracek's not bad. McKinnon in 5k. Palat, of Kane, and a k. And then Boychuk in 25k. So I mean, this is like all coins. I think the Thornton deal is a very good deal. We get Thornton and Voracek. I think Thornton's worth like almost as much as Zetterberg, maybe a bit less. And then he's also adding Voracek on the deal. I like that offer. Gonna go through and accept that. So again, thank you for whoever sent that in. As well, thank you to everyone though for sending trades in. If no one sent trades in, it'd be a pretty boring video. Next here we have Team Week Ghost. I think this was the first Team Week I pulled for NHL 17. We got Boychuk here. I'd personally just rather Ghost. I'm not sure who's worth more though. 35k on a contract. Kind of boring, but whatever. Thornton, Varlamov, Stone, Sod, Hemsky, Ekblad, Yager, Tone, Smith, 31k. Kessler, Pond, Marlowe. We got Ghost and Cronwall. 4 face-off collectibles. I do not want those. They're going to be worth nothing in a couple days. Krug in 12k. Zetterberg, Landeskog in 10k. So I'd be getting my Landeskog back, or sorry, my Zetterberg back. We got Jones and Team Week Hemsky here with 1200 coins. Sod, Ladd, Lucic, Anderson in 7k. And then finally, Falk, Nyquist, Gaborik, Brody, and 2500 coins. I'm not going to lie, after trading away Zetterberg, I wouldn't mind replacing him. I know I've done a lot of these deals already where like I've replaced players I'm trading, but a lot of the players I've kept and haven't sold yet is because I like them. Zetterberg, for instance, is a big one. So I'm going to take this deal. He threw on 10k in Landeskog. I like it. He can have that Team Week Ghost. So next year we have JVR, I believe. We haven't checked JVR yet. We'll see what he gets us. Gold contract, 2700 coins. Pouliot in 3k. Myers, Fowler, Hallam, Ladd in 6k. Anderson in a k. Sharp, Radulov, Alexiak in 2k. So I don't think any of these offers are quite worth JVR. But I'm just going to do it for the sake of the trade day. We'll take Myers, Fowler, Helm, Ladd, and the 6k. It's a pretty good package he threw together. So we'll take that deal. Next here we have Phil Kessel. We just traded for one. Who was it we traded? Jeff Carter. So if I trade away a guy, like I said, I'm a lot more willing to trade the one I have. Or I'm thinking I'm getting confused, but you know what I mean. So we got Couture, Team Sakara. That's not great. 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 MacInnis's kind of okay. MacKinnon, Zuccarello's a bit better. Kessler, Nash, 8K. That's not great. Kessler, Eichel, Stone. 20K on a contract. That's alright, I guess. 20K on an arena. So, none of this is that great of an offer. Couture doesn't go for much. Same with Team Sakara. 486s that go for like 2K max. I don't know. Really, not a great offer here. I think Kessel goes for like 25K. So, the best offer is honestly probably one of the two offers with a random card in 20K. In which case, I feel like they're just trying to get a deal on the Kessel. Weren't even creative. They're just sending in coins to try and get Kessel cheaper. And then everyone else sent in players that aren't quite worth Kessel. So, I don't know. We already traded for like 2 MacKinnon so far. Let's wait on the Kessel. I don't know. I didn't really like any of those offers. Next here we have Bobby Ryan. I think I'll trade him no matter what. I think both him and Neal I'll trade no matter what. So 14 offers. We got Kyle Turris, Domi and Larkin. We got 2K. Foligno, Rask, Brown. 4 discard players. We got 2K there with some stuff. Lettinen, Nielsen in 3K. Backlund 4K. Simmons in 2500. That's pretty fair. Lad Letty, Toffoli, Lad Hansel. 3K and some stuff. 5K. So let's go with the Wayne Simmons in 2500. I think that's a pretty fair deal. We're also getting an 87 player back. I don't think I can complain about that offer. Next year, James Neal. I think I said I wanted 5K for about each of them. So far, I think we've gotten that on the Bobby Ryan. Bozak 3500, Schwartz 2500. I'd basically be selling all these guys but Larkin, so that's like 3500 in Larkin. Johnson Gibson 1500. I don't know about that one. Larkin and 5K with Bodker and Weidman. That's pretty good. That's better than the other Larkin offer. Anderson 2K, Monahan straight up, Brown in 2K, Riley 4K, Larkin and Little. So let's go with the Larkin, Bodker, Weidman 5K. I think that's a pretty fair offer. I think I already have a Larkin, but that's alright. He's one of my favorite players. I will definitely say yes to that. Nikita Kucherov here. I think I want like 8 or 9K for him. Bobby Ryan in a K, Bobby Ryan in 2500, so it's like somebody's seen that and outbid it. Bogosian in 8K, Zuccarello, Spezza, and Larkin, James Neal, Bobby Ryan again. I don't know why so many Bobby Ryans are being offered. Eberle, Chara, Green in 2K, Landeskog in 6K, Pacioretty and Trouba. I think Pacioretty is worth more than Kucherov, so that's interesting. Luongo, Eriksson, Gaborik, Edward Vlasic, Granlund, Eberle in 1600, contract, and Monahan. So I think we have to say yes to the Pacioretty deal, but like I was saying, I think Pacioretty is worth more. So I kind of feel bad saying yes to this, but I feel like if somebody traded it or offered the trade, they want Kucherov, so I'm not gonna not give them the card they want. So there they go. I think they might have lost a couple K, but hopefully Kucherov plays well for you. Next here we have Team Pouliot. Really nothing special about him, but he does have the team wheel synergy, which is pretty cool. Varlamov in 2200, Bobrovsky, Myers in 5K, Stefan in 14.5K, Leafs jersey in 10K, gold collectible, some logos. Was that 14K? So that's like 19K he's giving me, or actually like 20K. Do we have another 20K offer? Not quite. What was the last deal? Eichel and Camilleri. So honestly, this is probably the best offer. I'm not going to use Pouliot, so you can have him for this kind of mixed offer there of coins, collectibles, and logos. Next here, what are we going to look at? We're going to look at Team League Gaborik. Really good player, actually. Used him a bit. We got 25K there. We got Jones, Soderberg, Komarov, Cogliano, and 5K. Team League Pasternak, 7K. He doesn't sell for a lot. He looks about to be the same value as he's the same rating and stuff, but he's worth substantially less. Krug, Monahan, Atkinson, Camilleri. Gold contract, 25K. I really don't like just kind of the coins being offered. I'd rather trade for at least a mix of players and coins. 2K coins, 20K coins. Little, Marlowe, Johnson, Kadri, 9K. Eberle, Couture, Mrazek, 4,700. Kessel, Voracek, and 5K. I actually like that deal. That could be a good deal there. And then Lucic, Toffoli, and Nelson. So I think I'm going to go with this Kessel deal. I think we're going to have like 3 or 4 Phil Kessels now. So maybe I will trade that other Phil Kessel. So weird how the players we're trading, we're getting back in trade offers. As well, it seems like we're getting a lot of the same players in trade offers for whatever reason, but I guess that's just how it's working out. I think it's working out for the best, though. So who do we have left here? We have Crosby, who already checked, and like I said, I don't think I want to trade my second pack pulled Crosby, especially for what was offered. And then we have McDavid, who We can trade. I think we got McDavid back with the 2-week Eichel. So let's see what we got offered here. Gaudreau, straight up, he's worth less. That's just how it is. Weber, MacInnis, Nash, Ryan, and 2K. That's not a good enough package. Neither is that. Triple McDonald. I don't know if that's supposed to be something. Maybe it's like a triple Big Mac. I have no idea. Play the game, Hannafin, Crawford, Steen, Simmons, 10K. That's not too bad. A couple collectibles there and 35K. Not a good enough package there. Pacioretty, Stone, Edward Vlasic, and Larkin. Yakupov. So 2 first overall picks, but that 5,653 coins isn't quite enough extra to make me say yes to that. 2 discard players. Not a good enough deal. Bobrovsky, Seabrook, Ryan, Landeskog, and 40K. That's not too bad. That's a bit intriguing. Kucherov, we get Kucherov back. Nielsen, Ristolainen, Walleye logo, and 50K. That's probably the best offer so far. Gaudreau. I'm just going to take a quick look here at all the offers. This was definitely on my radar. Along with this, well, no, not this deal. Along with this deal and then this deal. So it's like, I don't know, about 60K worth of stuff. I actually don't know. I think about like 55K worth of stuff. And then right here, I have no idea how much Play the Game Hannafin's worth. But I'm guessing it's less than that last deal with Kucherov. So I think we're going to say yes to the Kucherov there. Take the 50K, Nielsen, Ristolainen, and the Walleye logo. So after accepting that offer on McDavid, we've now gone through every single player. Still have 9 cards left here we haven't traded yet. The 3 hot heroes, I simply didn't feel like good enough offers on. These next 5 guys, I'm still on the fence about. And then the Sidney Crosby, I really don't want to trade. I already traded one of them. Kind of want to keep one of the ones I pulled in a pack, probably till like NHL 18, just hold on to them for the entire year. So in regards to the other 5 guys, I think we've gotten like 2, maybe 3 Phil Kessels in trades so far. So can definitely trade this one. As far as I know, he's worth around 25K. And looking at these offers, it's really like, it varies. Like this here is honestly worth probably less than 4K. And then it gets to as expensive as like 20K coins straight up. McKinnon I think's worth 20K last I checked, which was like 2 weeks ago, so he's probably down in price. Kessler, Nash 8K. I don't know. Eichel's like 10, I think. I don't know what Kessler's worth. Stone's like 5. So really, there's nothing quite 25K. Everything's between like 5 and 20, I guess. So I think what we're going to do here, make it a bit interesting. We're just going to go eyes closed, cycle through, and see what offer we're accepting, as I honestly don't know which one to choose. So 3, 2, 1. Wow, I think this is the one I said was worth like 4K. Whatever, you are getting the Phil Kessel. Congrats, I think, on that one. So we got 4 more guys here I'm on the fence about. We'll check teammate Carlson next. I was saying how he's really rare, worth around 50K. 3 gold collectibles in JVR. That's, I don't know, Scheifele, Okposo, and 20K. Again, it's like, I'm taking a big cut there. Bishop, Pacioretty, Carlson, Stahl, Kuznetsov, Nyquist, and 3,300. That's about 40K, I think, if we're being generous. And then Yossi, which is like 35K. So I said if Kuznetsov was worth more than Yossi, I would take this deal. But with Nyquist and 3,300, it's about 40K. Carlson's worth about 50. Don't want to do him a favor. I think that this offer is better than this offer. I'm 90% sure. Scheifele, Okposo, 20K. I believe it's also better than that one. And the gold collectibles there, I don't think JVR is worth like 10K max. So that's still like 6, 12, 18, 28K. So we'll actually say yes to this deal. It's a bit cheaper than I wanted to sell teammate Carlson for, but it is a trade day. Looking at Duncan Keith next, if I remember right, I felt like all the offers just weren't quite enough for me to get rid of Keith. I wanted about 60K for him, and I think 54K coins is probably the best offer, but like I said earlier, I don't really want to just trade the guy for coins. It doesn't make sense for a trade day. And yeah, looking at these offers, I feel like this was probably the best one, and it was still not quite close enough for me to pull the trigger on Keith. Some people aren't going to be happy with that, but we've traded a lot of players here. I think it's okay if I keep a couple because I feel like, you know, I could get better value. Milestone Lane I do not want there for teammate Bergeron. Jonathan Toews. Bergeron's just better face-offs, a couple extra synergies. That one doesn't really make sense. Let's see. Another Jonathan Toews, Kucherov, Backstrom. Gilmore, O'Reilly, 5K. 50K, a couple goalies in JVR. Nielsen, Eberle, Sedin, Ekman Larson, and Quick. Again, this is another one. It's just like, I don't see any trade that I really like. And finally, guys, we're going to take a look at the Milestone Modano. Like the teammate Bergeron and the Duncan Keith, I just feel like none of these offers were quite worth it. Milestone Niedermeyer I could have made instead of Modano. I chose Modano for a reason. It wouldn't make sense in my mind to say yes. And the rest of these offers, going to take a quick look here. I don't remember being good enough. I feel bad for like this one and the other Taylor Hall offer. I don't think we said yes on any Taylor Hall offers after I asked for him, but just none of them were quite good enough in my mind. Let's see. Teammate Bergeron. I feel like people might have been trolling me, sending in all the cards I already had. Jonathan Toews we already had. Teammate Ghost we already had. Blake Wheeler we already had. It must have been what was going on. I have no idea, but I think I'm going to hold on to these 3 guys along with the Crosby and the 3 Hut Heroes. So still 18 of a possible 25 trades. I'd say that's a pretty successful trade day. Got a lot of good cards back, sent a lot of good cards out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave that thumbs up. Also, I'm sure you guys are wondering who won the 3 teammate McDavids. Well, get a little drum roll here. First winner is this guy. Second winner is this guy. And third winner is this guy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed your teammate McDavids. Thank you guys all for entering. Thank you again for 50K subscribers. Honestly, means so much to me. Hopefully we can hit the 100K mark in a not too distant future. That would be amazing. But besides that, guys, thanks again for watching the video. Thank you again for 50K subscribers. Have a nice day. Goodbye.